Are you trying to figure out how to fit all the products you need into your small RV bathroom? In this video, I show you the best bathroom organization products I have found, upgrades we made to our bathroom to make it function better, and tips for making the most out of your RV bathroom space. Now, we do have a decent size RV bathroom. Most of the tips and products I show you will work for any size bathroom. To help you easily find the items I'm showing you, I have all the products organized into lists in our Amazon store, which is linked down below in the YouTube description. Most of the products will either be in the RV bathroom or RV organization list. And make sure to click on the upper right hand corner to read our notes about each of the products. Now first we're going to start in the shower. A question we see all the time is people asking how to get your hot water to last longer in the shower. We have an oxygenetic shower head which adds air into the water. It makes the spray feel full while reducing the amount of water you're using. You can turn that valve on and off and it will save water when you don't need it. We have a 10-gallon water heater, and with this oxygenetic shower head we can take a 13.5-minute hot shower before it starts getting cold. We did a water experiment and I'll link that video if you're interested. This mesh shower bag works really well if you have a sliding glass door like we do. If you get one with a hook, you can either put it around your shower nozzle. We don't do this because we take this down all the time, so putting it on a command hook works much better for us. If you do get one with multiple hooks because you have a rod, it won't fold in like ours does. These command hooks hold 7.5 pounds. They cost a little bit more than other models like this, but they're well worth it. This rubber tip makes it so towels don't fall off, so you can leave these up on travel day and they don't move, compared to like here, it's going to move a lot. We also use these hooks to hang our rain jackets when they're wet, and they hold all the weight. Now another really good thing about these command hooks, say you have a really small shower stall and you like to use your shower to dry stuff like we do, but you're afraid these will get in the way. Once you have them on, you slide them right off, so that way if you need to shower in here with the hooks off, you can, and put them back on to dry items in your shower. I have 2 of these left in our shower just because we owned them from our last RV and I didn't want to get rid of them, but I really don't recommend them. I would spend the extra money and buy this type. Speaking of drying stuff, we have the small USB and battery operated fan, and we put this in the shower. That way we can turn it on and help circulate air to get things to dry quicker. This brown towel that we have hanging in the shower is not a bath towel. I use it as a bath mat, and I really like this because you can put it down on the floor. It doesn't matter what shaped shower stall you have, you can shape it to whatever you need. My last RV, I was having a problem finding one to go around my curved shower stall, and then you can get out, you don't get the floor all nasty, and when you're done, you can pick it back up and hang it up to dry. What really saves space in the shower by not having bottles everywhere is having these shower dispensers, and I'm going to show you how they work. This part you glue on by following the instructions, and then this slides on over it. And then you have to prime them to get them to work. It's just not going to come out when you push the button. So you put your soap in there, and then you put your finger underneath, and then you keep pressing this button. I had to press this button about 80 to 100 times to get these to work, so it does take a little bit, but they do work. What works best in these, if the products you use are liquid, kind of like shampoo or the face wash or the soap, they'll come out easier. Creamy products like conditioner or body wash will work, but they do kind of gunk it up a little bit more. After using this for 2 years, my conditioner wouldn't work anymore, so I let all these run out. I washed it, I tried getting everything through to see if it would work again, it wouldn't. So then I just ordered the exact same one, put new products in and dropped it in, and it works fine. Body wash is creamy, but I'm not having a problem with that, just more of the conditioner. And a question I do get, for this specific model, it holds 14.2 fluid ounces, and a normal size bottle of shampoo is 11.7 fluid ounces. So basically this will fit in here. Before you permanently secure these to your shower stall, make sure when you figure out which height this is going to be at, you can fit a whole bottle in here, because if you can't and you're trying to get it out, sometimes it just like won't go and you can't get the product. It's easier at the very end just kind of let it sit like this and let it drain in. I'm going to have Steve explain the Vortex fan.
So we upgraded our old original 6-inch fan to the Vortex fan. The differences are not just the size of it. This fan, we can control the speed. It has a high, medium, and low. It is much quieter than the other one, and we can reverse the fan so it sucks fresh air from the outside in. And cleaning this fan is much easier than the last one. You used to have to take all 4 of these screws out, drop the trim, drop the whole screen itself, and then wash it, put it back together. For this one, we have to take 1 screw out of the handle that cranks the top up and down, and we quickly pop the screen out, wash it, put it back in, put 1 screw, and we're good to go. Now the screen is clean. That was so much easier to do than the last fan.
When we wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, we do not like to be blinded by the main light, so we bought this dimmer night light. You can have it all the way to the left and it's really dim, or you can turn it all the way to the right and it gets brighter and you don't need to use the main bathroom light to see. This video is part of a playlist. If you want even more organization, storage solution, and modification ideas, you'll want to watch the complete playlist next, and I'll link it down below for you. Now, let's talk about toilets. If your RV toilet is plastic and it squeaks, upgrade it to a porcelain one. Also, if the bottom of your seat has all those grids in it, kind of looks like Legos, upgrade it to a flat one. You'll be so much happier you did when it comes to cleaning it. A lot of RV toilets are smaller than what you are used to at your house. Try to get an elongated one that will fit in the space that you have to work with. It will make fitting properly on the toilet seat and wiping much easier. We use Happy Camper in our holding tanks. We used to use those blue pods at first, but when it got really hot, it made the inside of our RV stink like sewer. We haven't had an issue since we switched to Happy Camper. We have a 40-gallon black tank. We just sprinkle 1 scoop into the toilet and add 3 to 4 toilet bowls full of water into the black tank, and we're done. We also use Scott's RV bathroom tissue. We think it's the same as regular Scott's and they just rebranded it so they could put it in the RV aisle. We've been using it for the past 2.5 years. We haven't had any issues with it clogging up the black tank. A really useful tip is to have a couple gallons of water with you when you travel. That way, if you're boondocking and you're trying to conserve water, if you have toilet paper that kind of sticks in the toilet, instead of filling up the whole bowl trying to wait for the water to get up to that toilet paper to flush it down, you can just put some water on the side. And then on travel day, if you use your RV bathroom instead of the public facilities like we do, sometimes you're parked on an angle, the water is on the opposite side of the tank than the water pump, and the pump can't pump any water to flush your toilet. By having water you can dump down the toilet, you can flush it yourself. Using towel hooks that go over the door or using command hooks work really good for either storing your towels or letting them air out. But neither of those will work on sliding doors like this. I prefer having bathroom doors like this in our RV, that way we have more usable wall space. We already had these hooks throughout the RV and we relocated them in here so I didn't have to use the over-the-door towel hook, but either one works. And a tip for drying your towels. If you are putting hooks up, the more you can space them out, the more room your towels will have to air out and they will dry better. So if you have 3 towels in here, they're going to be very crammed and they're not going to be able to dry out that easily. If you can space them out more or hang your towel over 2 different hooks, they'll be able to dry a lot quicker. Besides the over-the-door hook or hooks like this, we also added command hooks. That way we can dry more towels or hang our clothes up here when we're showering. If you're getting some ideas from this video, please hit the like button so it can help spread to other people and they can find it as well. Now to my favorite Scattis organizer. We have these all over the RV and I absolutely love them. We had so many questions from a different video. I made a separate video on how to install it and I'll link that below as well. How the Scattis organizer works is that you buy the pegboard and then you buy each of the accessories that you want separately. That way you can mix and match and organize it any which way you want. Our bathroom has a lot of wall space above the toilet, so I could use a big board. I do suggest if you're putting this above the toilet, you leave room for your head when you organize everything. In the bathroom, I use the bags and these little containers to put extra items that we need. And since I can't see up here, I also labeled what's in them so I don't forget. Because with us, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind and I don't even know I own it. This clip from Command works really well for hand towels. We use these wire baskets throughout the RV, either inside or outside a cupboard door, to hang different items so they're easy to access. And this little wire basket works really well for Kleenexes. It's lower in the front so you can easily grab them. And then on the back, I add felt, that way it won't scratch the cupboard doors. We're going to compare that to another one that I use down here, and I use this for baby wipes. They're pretty much the same size inside, but this one goes a little pointy, so it will not fit the baby wipe container. I buy this one from Walmart, and I also put the felt on the back side. And you can kind of see this one's a little bit bigger inside, and then it goes up higher in the side. Depending on what you need them for, you'd want a different size. This one will be in the Amazon store, and this one will be in a different link in the description below. We use these over-the-cupboard hooks to hang up towels. They're small, they fit over the cupboard door. In the bathroom, we use this towel to dry water that splashes around on the sink, and the hand towel to dry your hands. In this RV, we have room to put the toilet paper holder that came with it. We didn't have that option in our last RV, so we got a hook that went inside the bathroom cupboard, and that way you could hang your toilet paper in there. Now we're moving on to what's stored inside the cabinets. People often ask what cleaning supplies we use in the RV. We use the exact same ones we did in our sticks and bricks. I don't know if that's okay. We haven't had any problems in the last 2.5 years. But if we do publish something in a video and it changes later, we do put updates down in the description, so always make sure you check that out. To clean our shower and countertops, we use Mrs. Meyer. This is the toilet cleaner we use. And to clean the tracks that the shower doors slide on, I use spray peroxide. I spray it in, let it sit for about 10 minutes. It bubbles up. I take a toothbrush, scrub in there, and it rinses out really nice. Now let's take a look inside the medicine cabinet. I really like these little rubber plasticky bins. I found these at Walmart. I can't link these exact ones. I bought these a couple years ago when the items came out for decorating your college dorm. I do see these repackaged in a different way once in a while at Walmart, but it's not something you can always buy. What you're looking for is something that flexes, that's not hard plastic. That way when you put it in, if you got to move it around something, it will bend and flex. I'll link something similar so you can get an idea down in our Amazon storefront, and it will be in the RV organization list. These 4-pound caddies work great all throughout the RV. They do have ones that I think are 2 pounds that they're smaller, and they do not fit this size bottle. So if you're looking to fit the type of items that we have up here, you do want to make sure you get the 4-pound. When you buy these, they're going to come with a clear command sticker. I don't suggest using those or the white ones anywhere throughout the RV. Instead, buy a whole bunch of the blue command stickers, which are made for moist environments, just like the bathroom, so they work well. Since we replaced every command product using that blue sticker, we haven't had anything fall off the wall either in the bathroom or in the rest of the RV with the temperature fluctuates. They work really well. I really like our last medicine cabinet that was flat, had a lot more space. This RV comes with a corner cabinet, so I'm trying to use the space as wisely as I can. I put tall products in the corner to utilize that space that won't fit up in the command caddies. I also label everything that I can't see inside so I know what's in it. If I don't know what's in it, I go out and buy it again, I put it in a different container, and now I start creating clutter all throughout the RV. These little mini 3-door organizers work well for small items. I also had these long bins in the last medicine cabinet, and I would group items that were similar. It works well because you could take the whole basket down and move it around the RV, like if you had a sick kid and you put all the medicines in it. One thing we found is we get really bad allergies when we travel to different areas, so I suggest a neti pot. We were both very scared to use it at first. It took Steve about 7 times before he wasn't scared of it anymore. We pretty much use it daily. If our allergies start acting up, we do work construction, so we're in a dirty environment, or when we ride our side-by-side. Now we're to towels. We get this question a lot too. How many towels do you bring? Again, we have 2 people, so we have 2 towels that we use every single day. We wash them and pretty much just hang them back up, and then we have 2 smaller beach towels for guests. It's usually for our niece and nephew when we have them. They either need a shower or we take them to the beach. And then Steve and I have 2 adult-sized beach towels for ourselves. We also have 3 hand towels for the bathroom and a whole stack of washcloths. We go through these a lot, especially if you're boondocking and you're trying to conserve water and you're not showering every day. We have this cubby space, which is nice. I just put extra products in here. We also have a pull-out counter. And in our top drawer, I have a whole bunch of those rubber bins that I took out of the old medicine cabinet and put in here. In the next drawer, I have stuff to do my hair. And then these last 2 drawers were separate at first, and we didn't have anywhere in the RV to put large stuff like shampoo bottles. So Steve combined these 2 drawers to make them one. We keep 2 tension rods in here all the time. On travel day, we put one across here. And then we'll also put one on the crack on the double drawer that Steve made because it's heavier now and it will fly open if we don't have one. One thing I had to get used to when we moved into the RV was not storing everything that we had in our house bathroom in the RV bathroom. I had to find different spots around the RV for items to live. So don't worry if everything doesn't fit into your RV bathroom at first. Once you get in your RV, you'll move things around and find out what works for you. And you are allowed to move things around as many times as you want until you find a good flow for your RV. If you made it this far, I'm betting you want to see more videos like this. We have an entire playlist full of this type of content. You can watch those videos next by clicking on the video on your screen, or I'll have it down in the description for you as well. Remember, I linked all the items we have in our RV down in the description below, and if you have any questions, leave us a comment. I hope this video gave you some ideas that will work in your RV, and we'll see you over in the next video.